They're known as man's best friend. But for many disabled people, dogs aren't just pets, they're lifelines. And we're not just talking about seeing eye dogs. According to the Americans with Disabilities Act, there's a whole new class of dogs called service dogs that help people with multiple sclerosis, epilepsy, and other disabilities. And these dogs, just like seeing eye dogs, are legally allowed to accompany their owners in all public places. But these people don't seem to know that.
You can't bring a dog in here. He's dirty. It's disgusting.
So we wondered, how will people react when they see a service dog and its owner being discriminated against? We set up our hidden cameras at famous Alfonso's Family Trattoria in Somerville, New Jersey, and we asked this loyal service dog named Hercules to be our star. Our actress Diana portrays someone in the early stages of multiple sclerosis, someone who qualifies to have a service dog. But as you're about to witness, that doesn't matter to these two actors we've hired to play our dog-discriminating couple, a pair whose bark is worse than their bite.
All right, let's bring in Diana.
Excuse me.
Oops,
sorry. Can you remove that chair for me? Down. Good job.
Excuse me, miss. Miss,
Yes.
you can't bring a dog in this restaurant.
Oh, this is my assistant's dog.
You're obviously not blind, you're reading the newspaper.
I'm allowed to take the dog into public places. I need the dog for assistance.
The tension between the two tables quickly builds.
Will you please take the dog out?
Just time, there's a wrought iron fence right out front. You can tie him right up to the fence, and then when you're done eating, you can go.
The restaurant manager, another one of our actors, tries to defuse the situation, but to no avail.
It's not wagging, it's not shaking.
It's stinky, it's dirty, it's a dog.
The dog
This is a
licks
restaurant.
itself. The dog licks itself. How do we know it's a service? She's not even blind.
It's unbelievable. You know, you have your own problems. That's unbelievable.
And then our couple gets it from the other side.
We're fine, and I think you need to move to the other side.
We were here first.
Why should we have to move, man?
We should be lucky we don't have disability. You feel uncomfortable, you need to move yourselves. This is her issue, not yours.
And this woman in pink, Ingrid Mayorga, gets up to empathize with our berated actress.
No, I have a major disability with my back too, so I know, so.
Frustrated and angry, our dog-discriminating twosome gets up to leave, but not before some parting words.
And you could have left the dog outside so that we didn't have to eat with the dog.
And that sends Ingrid, the daughter of a diplomat, over the top.
I have immunity, so do not touch me. Leave her alone.
You're not a part of the conversation.
You know what? As long as she is right next to me, she has immunity too. My father is an ambassador, so you cannot even touch me. You know what? If I call the police, you can go to jail right now for harassing me.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Let's go. We won't be back.
They don't need your money or your
Time to break the scene and end this potential international incident. What bothered you most?
It just breaks my heart that people have no compassion and they can't empathize with anybody else.
You were that upset?
That upset. I felt some testosterone rising that I didn't know I had. How fortunate are we not to have a disability?
Luckily for those who do have a disability, there are organizations like Canine Companions for Independence, a nonprofit group that trains assistance dogs, including Hercules.
By the time the dogs leave here and are ready to become assistance dogs, we expect them to respond to nearly 50 commands on verbal cues, meaning no hand signals whatsoever. Our dogs are trained to assist people with physical disabilities.
So far, our customers have jumped to our dog's defense.
If I call the police, you can go to jail right now for harassing me.
But we wonder, what'll happen if this time it's the restaurant's manager who wants him out?
Man, we can't have that dog in here.
This is an assistance dog.
I'm sorry, but we can't. Lydia, you should know better. I will be more than happy to take the dog, and I'll tie it up outside for you, and when you're done eating, you can come back and I'll bring the dog back to you.
This man gets up and pulls the manager aside, telling him to wise up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just want to tell you, I'm
Yes.
involved in the ADA
Yes.
for the company. She's
Okay.
absolutely right.
Yes.
She can, as long as she has a disability, she could stay there with that dog.
These other customers are disgusted by the manager's demands, and they tell their waitress, another one of our What Would You Do actors. Relentless in his dogged pursuit, our manager stands his ground, saying he's just obeying orders. The response? Shaking heads everywhere.
I need you and your dog, just go, please.
Our woman and dog head for the exits. Moments later, Richard Charnacki unleashes his views on what might be in store for our manager.
Most of the people in here, if they're driving down the street and they see that dog walking across the street and they see you on the other side of the street, let me tell you something. They're going to avoid that dog and going to run your ass home. That dog is going to be coming to the restaurant tomorrow and you ain't.
But our manager is here now, trying to evict Hercules one last time.
I asked you to leave nicely. I'm going to have to take the dog.
No, you do not take my dog.
I'll walk him out of here.
No, you do.
I will walk him out
I
of
have every right to have this dog, sir.
You can't have the dog.
It's the law.
No,
it's the
I'll
law.
take the dog out.
Do you want me to call the police?
Yes, you can call the police because I have a right to have this dog.
We don't
here.
want this dog here,
It's okay.
As our manager takes the dog's leash to escort him and our actress out, our cameras are caught off guard when another customer, seated across the room at the bar, gets in the manager's face.
Hey, do you know the reason why that lady has the dog?
She's not even blind.
It doesn't matter. There are actual people here that need those dogs. People that have epilepsy and stuff like that. Why don't you learn of those cases?
It's time to get our manager out of the doghouse.
And I kept telling my friend here, I said, something's definitely wrong here. And I said, not just with that scenario, but with the way the manager came on, like really, really strong. And when he was actually manhandling her, that's when I got up.
You actually stood up to defend her.
I tried to, but I should have done more. I really should have.
I mean, the dog is not doing anything. They're trained. And I don't know. I just felt it was unfair. I always have that thought. If we don't help one another, who's going to help us?
If not man, then perhaps man's best friend.
Shake.
All right. Good job, Hercules. Good job. You're a good actor.